3 numbers before the open. Korea's ETF market has topped 500 trillion won, but it just shed 100 trillion in a single month. Retail investors pulled back sharply from leveraged products tied to chipmakers. A German AI defense unicorn just landed a Shinhan-backed investment, and leveraged ETF liquidations tied to Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix have already cost investors 56 trillion won. It's Thursday, July 30th. Here's what investors are watching in Korea today. Korea's ETF market ballooned past 500 trillion won earlier this year as retail money poured into leveraged and thematic products. That growth has now reversed sharply as semiconductor volatility shakes investor confidence. Meanwhile, global venture capital is taking a fresh look at Korea's AI defense crossover sector. Here's what the numbers show. Korea's ETF market shrank by over 100 trillion won in a single month, falling from above 500 trillion to roughly 400 trillion won, as investors rotated out of leveraged semiconductor products. Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix leveraged ETFs alone triggered 56 trillion won in liquidation losses. Shinhan Venture Investment backed a funding round for German AI defense startup Helsing, marking a rare Korean stake in a European defense tech unicorn. The chip sector's pullback pushed investors toward bond-mixed ETFs, with safer, income-oriented products gaining inflows, even as leveraged tech ETFs bled assets. KOSPI 200 inverse and leveraged products posted some of the sharpest single-day swings of the month. So what does this mean for global market followers tracking Korea today? Earlier, we said Korea's ETF market shed 100 trillion won in a single month. Here's what that actually means for you. The retreat is concentrated in leveraged semiconductor products, not a broad market exodus, so diversified and bond-mixed ETFs are actually gaining ground. The Shinhan-backed bet on a German AI defense unicorn also signals Korean capital is looking beyond domestic markets for exposure to the global defense tech boom. That's today's AI Prism Securities Daily. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Won IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.